All right, let's talk about Gabrielle Union. She hints a red flag. She hints a red flag, and I want to know what your thoughts are about this topic. I'm going to share my opinion, and then we keep it moving. Let me see what she said.
You know they're the wrong.
Wait. Well, hold on. Let's see here. There you go. Let me share my screen. There you go. Let's see.
You know they're the wrong one if they treat wait staff poorly. If they, you know.
They're the wrong one if they treat wait staff poorly. They're the wrong one. What do you think? Do you think that's a red flag? If a person treats wait staff wrongly, like you're waiting, like the waiter at a restaurant, are they the wrong one? What wrong one? She didn't say husband or husband, right? She said the wrong. Let's continue.
No, they're the right one if they're willing to grow with you. You know.
If they're willing to grow with you, they're the right one. I think we had that conversation here before. Now, I don't follow Gabrielle Union like that. Okay, I'm not really a big fan of the public stuff with their children. That's some weird stuff for me personally. It's probably a function of how I was raised. It's just weird. Okay, no judgment. But I also understand that when you haven't been through something, it's easy to run your mouth. So let me stop. But let's talk about this stuff. Everything she's saying right now makes sense. She said, if they're willing to grow with you, that's a good one. I like that.
Oh, they're the wrong one if they ain't got no friends.
If they don't have any friends, they are the wrong one. If they don't have any friends, they are the wrong one. What do you think about that? Right? Like most normal people have some kind of someone that calls them from every now and then, once a week. I call you, say, hey, what's going on? Oh, that's my friend. They don't have to be it. She didn't say best friend. Okay, she said you don't have any friends. What do you think about that? I'm wondering what your thoughts are about that.
Or they don't introduce you to their friends.
Or if they don't introduce you to their friends, they're the wrong one. There's nuances to all of this because there's once upon a time, I don't know if you guys are previewed on the conversation I had with my wife, and she used to feel like I had to introduce her to everybody, and I just unpick who I thought was important. But today I see where she's coming from. It just makes people feel like they're not important. So I understand that. All right, but at that time I meant no harm. Okay, it's usually when we're in passing, we're moving too fast, there's a party going on, I'm not really in this, it's basically me, it's still not right. It's still not it's not proper etiquette to have a young lady with you and you're not introducing to people that you're saying hello to. Okay, but I didn't know any better, so and that's not an excuse. I just didn't know any better. All right, but anyway, so she's saying if they don't introduce your friend, they're not. She would have been wrong with that because there are some friends that I introduce some. If we're too moving fast or it's too awkward or anything like that, I may just shy away from that. So if you're interpreting what she said from that standpoint and you're overreacting, then maybe my wife and I would not be together today, 16 years later. Anyway, so but what do you think? What are your thoughts around that? Let me continue.
You know they're the right one if they don't need you to complete them. They are whole and healed all on their own.
Wait. Yeah, that one has lots of nuances that we need to talk about. Okay. That one is not 100% truth. To some extent, it's true. This is why generalizations are very dangerous. We all generalize, by the way. Generalizations are very dangerous because if you take this, you run with it, and it's not your unique situation, you might just end up in the butter with whatever relationship you're trying to start. What do I mean? Let me go over it again.
You know they're the wrong one if when you go to the bathroom for that first time at their house or their apartment or wherever, and you close the door, if that space behind the door is filthy or there's a ring that looks like it's been there for a while in the
dirty bathroom,
you better run because there's a lot of filth and flarny filth that is just awaiting you. So don't pass go, don't collect $200. Get the hell out of there.
You see, that's in the eyes of the beholder. I'll be very, very careful with a lot of that. Yeah, I'll be very, very careful with all of that, right? But anyway, if it makes you feel some type of way personally, then that's probably something you should pay attention to, because there's probably more. It's probably true in that level, right?
You know they're the right one when they have a healthy balance of loving their mother without being codependent.
Loving their mother without being codependent. I think that's a good one. Mommy's boy is a real thing, okay? It's not about how you feel, gentlemen. It's about what it makes her feel. Pay attention to that.
And here's a bonus. You know they're the wrong one if they pronounce the L in salmon, because it's salmon.
In salmon. Salmon? Is salmon? Are we talking about the fish? Wahala.
They say conversate, or they call women females. You know they're the right one when they refuse to repeat ancestral trauma and pass that on to you. When they've taken the time to acknowledge what was traumatic that happened to them, probably happened to their parents, happened to their grandparents.
You know they're the wrong one if they're psychoanalyzing you. Let me add that to it. This is just too much. If you're carrying all of this on your head before you enter marriage, Baba, you go attract everything you feel. It will become fear. I said, Baba, Ati Mama, I'm just warning you now, okay? We have the book, Number One Red Flag, coming out soon. Make sure you look out for it, all right? So this is already too much.
And they have refused to bring that into your relationship. Ooh, bonus! You know they're the right one, and they're not afraid to get therapy. Yeah, and even together, individual, together. Because they value being healed. You know they're the wrong one if they treat...
Therapy, okay? Easy on the therapy stuff. Everyone just take it easy, okay? Can you at least learn how to be a nice, kind person first? Learn how to be interested in other people first before you master, because you gotta list out all this nonsense. A lot of it is nonsense, not on surface as she's saying it, but when we start to apply it to individual life, it's going to become a bunch of nonsense. Okay, you're going to end up psychoanalyzing people. You're going to end up not finding anybody, because that's going to show up in your energy. I'm warning you. I'm warning you.
Wait staff poorly. If they... You know they're the right one if they're willing to grow with you. You know they're the wrong one if they ain't got no friends, or they don't introduce you to their friends. You know they're the right one if they don't need you to complete them. They are whole and healed.
If they don't need you to complete them, they are whole and healed. There's also the opposite flip side of that that's just very, very bad. Okay? We're human beings. Okay? We need connection. It's a need. It's a basic human need. Okay? So if you're pushing against that, you're wasting all your energy pushing hard against that, you might end up hurting yourself. Now, it is very true that it's a balance. You don't want to be codependent and you're soaking or draining life out of the relationship, right? But just relax. Ultimately, relax. It's not that deep. All
on their own. You know they're the wrong one.
Now, even my relax, that one too, don't take that as a religion. Some of you need to learn how this works. You need to learn game more than memorizing whatever she's saying, okay? So, I don't know, a lot of it, again, on paper, it makes sense. When you start to apply it to people's life, it becomes another monster. It becomes another animal entirely. Every good solution also creates additional problems. And we're in that space, we need to start paying attention to the obsession with red flags.
And if when you go to the bathroom for that first time at their house or their apartment or wherever, and you close the door, if that space behind the door...
If they're not cleaning their bathroom, yeah, that's kind of extra, but just relax, okay? She and her husband are not marriage goals. Return that boy you turned into a girl to her real mom. You see? Look at the people she's talking to. Relationship, they are the wrong ones if they don't have friends. Okay, madam, go face them family, I beg. Leave real men out of your fucking... Jesus. The number 4 and keen mouth. Jesus Christ. Be vicious. Somebody said, no be everybody like plenty people around them. Small circles are always the best. I feel like the more people I left into my life, the more... Okay, fine girl, no sense. They're not feeling her. Honestly, growth and maturity makes you realize having many friends ain't worth it. She didn't say many friends. I have friends at all. Oh my God. Anyway, these are the issues. They're overanalyzing it now. That's all. I'm going to leave it right there. What do you think? What are your thoughts about this? I would like to know what your thoughts are about this. Let me get some smoke. All right, I'll be right back.
Beautiful girl, sparkling night, killing thing. I find a beautiful girl. It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.